The Nightside Project. Finish the day happy with Ethan Millard and Alex Keary on KSL News Radio.
Welcome.
Zen headlines are exclusive to the Nightside Project. We have them to help you finish your commute, finish your day happy. It's basically any news story that's going to bring a little bit of sunshine to your life, a little bit of inspiration, fun, funny, smile, that general positivity spectrum. If you see one, throw the hashtag Zen headlines onto it and share it with us on social media. That's how we pick up most of our Zen headlines and a lot of our other content as well, as you learned earlier this episode. We'd like to thank Laura Wallace, who shared this with us on Twitter. Thanks so much, Laura. Alex, this one is about a celebrity.
Hey.
But I actually thought it was kind of cool because it's about Reese Witherspoon. Reese Witherspoon actually was a student at Harvard or Stanford. Are you aware of this?
I've seen Sweet Home Alabama. I don't think that's correct. I think it was a different university.
Reese Witherspoon was a student at Stanford, and she dropped out early. She left early to go
What a slacker.
pursue acting, which worked out for her. She probably made the right decision there. But she was called back to give a little talk at the business school. For a program they have where they bring, Stanford alumni who've, achieved different things and bring them back to talk about
or who never
their
finished
success
school, that kind of thing.
Well, you know what? She's joining the ranks of people like Mark Zuckerberg and
He did an article this week about, he was like, hey, man, if you've got ideas, drop out of school.
Bill Gates.
Yeah. I mean, look, fine. I'm not going to hold those guys
But
up
hold
to
on,
my
but
kids.
hold on a minute here. I'm going to pause the Zen Headlines music. Because in defense of Mark Zuckerberg, okay, there's more than one way to look at this.
I get it.
It worked for him.
It did.
And if you've got opportunities that are a wide open door and they're outside of the university, I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, after all,
would you encourage your kids to drop out of Stanford to go pursue an acting career?
If you've got if you do not miss
Ethan,
from the three-point line and you play crazy
will
defense.
the respected Prime Minister of the Nightside Project please answer the question? Would you encourage your child to drop out of Stanford if they wanted to pursue an acting career?
Will
the Honorable Prime Minister of the Nightside Project please be honest with the speaker, please?
I would have to say that
here comes a lot of you sound like a robot. I would have to say that. What? Finish it.
I wouldn't be able to criticize them for it. I mean, if they've really got opportunities,
You
they're going to take them away.
wouldn't be able to criticize your own kid who's wasting your money that you spent on him and all those years of getting into Stanford.
Look.
I think I've got some rom-com in my future, Dad.
Hold on a minute, all right? Because let me just point something out to you. What we're up against
They are
here.
the exception and not the rule.
What we're up against here is we're up against some changes between how college used to be in society generally, how it is today. Now, if you've got someone, for example, who is a great basketball player and they're recruited into the NBA, are you going to criticize them for sidestepping college? No, because you can see those opportunities and you know that they're real.
But they're also
Hold on,
they're
let me
also
finish.
guaranteed.
Let me finish.
They're also pretty much guaranteed. Reese Witherspoon going,
let me finish.
I've got an acting company I can get into in L.A. right now, Dad.
Let me finish, though. There was a time when you could draw a more direct link between your college degree and a successful financial future. That used to be the case. It's not today as much.
It is at Stanford.
I mean, for goodness sakes, Walmart is full of college graduates stocking shelves. So if you've got a kid that
is
hustles,
the biggest lie, dude.
if you've got a kid that
My
hustles,
gosh.
if you've got a kid that's making opportunities for himself, and he
Mike,
says,
didn't we graduate Harvard together? Yeah, what are you doing stocking these shelves at Walmart? Ethan Millard, man. Ethan Millard.
all right, fine.
All right, anyway, sorry.
Fine.
Continue your Zen headline.
I'm just saying that if you've got a kid that's out there hustling for new opportunities, I think that stepping out of college and trying something else is not a bad thing, especially because you know what? you can always come back a few years later and finish that degree which no one will care but your parents.
You know who else is hustling out there looking for new opportunities? The guy who wrote that exact thing on a piece of cardboard next to I-80 today. Hey, out here hustling for new opportunities. Homeless guy.
All I'm saying is that success today is determined by a lot of things, and it's not tied to a college degree in the same way that it was before.
It is at
That's
Stanford.
all I'm saying.
All right. Sorry, go ahead. Reese Witherspoon.
Well, obviously it's not at Stanford.
Reese Witherspoon came back and gave $1 million to a kid. What's going on?
Why can't you just let me finish the Zen headline? You've been doing this thing lately. All right. Let's go back to it.
I'm gonna have the most positive attitude right now. Look at me, I'm like a puppy dog. What happened with Reese Witherspoon, buddy?
Reese Witherspoon went and knocked on the door of her old dorm room.
Oh my gosh, look how beautiful she is.
I cannot. I'm not gonna be able to finish this.
No, okay, so what happened? She knocked on a door. She knocked on her dorm room to talk to some
rolled
privileged
up.
kid and go, "You should drop out."
This is her old dorm room. What are you doing here?
Okay, Reese Witherspoon.
Isn't there a tech startup?
Fine. Okay, Reese Witherspoon walked in. There's this poor Stanford undergrad in the dorms, and what happened?
I'm just going to keep moving forward with this. The student graciously invited Reese inside, had no idea she was coming. She says, quote, "I turned toward the door, and all I see is Reese Witherspoon peeking in. She was like, 'Could I come in? Can we come in?' My jaw dropped." Reese Witherspoon, of course, attended in the 1990s. Here's Reese Witherspoon in her Stanford dorm.
In the dorm room.
In the 1990s. Back then, they had file cabinets in dorm rooms.
Yeah, back then they were plotting how to drop out of Stanford.
See, this file cabinet is full of all of her papers that are now just on her phone.
I love that there's a file cabinet in there. It's fireproof. What on earth were they? Is she an accountant in college?
I think any diligent liberal arts student would end up with a file cabinet worth of work for sure. Between notes and papers,
basically looks the exact same.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She's only wearing glasses and eating a sucker. That's the only difference.
Yeah, for sure. All right, there you go. That's the Zen headline. Thanks so much for sharing it with us, Laura. Laura, I want to just apologize for the way that Alex stomped all over your submission.
The other people in this room, Josh and Ethan, are both shaking their head at me. As soon as the camera switches to me, they're both going, I can't believe you. I can't believe you would ruin that beautiful Reese Witherspoon story. Sorry, kids. Do what Mark Zuckerberg did. Drop out of college. Because you know what? You're the next Mark Zuckerberg.
All right. Laura.
Sorry.
You have my condolences. See what happens? We beg people to submit things to the show, and then you just rub their face in it. All right, we're going to grab a break here. We're going to take the long break. Thanks so much for this episode. And for all those who contributed, we had submissions from 3 different people. Caleb, Mary Jane, I want to say Mary Jane, and Laura. So good job, Alex. Why do you have your face in your hands? We're wrapping it up here. This is the Nightside Project.
I feel like I let everybody down.
You didn't. It's fine.